If you haven't gotten your portfolios yet, you can go to the master class and it automatically makes you a copy. So let me come over here to my classes. So I'm going to go down to my 3rd grade master class and I'm going to go to classwork, and up here in 2020, let's see, I spelled that wrong, sorry. Portfolios with link slide and essential questions. So I had them on here, but that was without essential questions. Susan Bartley was so gracious to go in and do that. So you've got your portfolios here, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Whenever you click on this, I have it set up to where it automatically makes your copy. So it will not be changing the master copy like mine is. Yours will be doing your own copy. So you don't have to worry about that. First of all, assigning your portfolios. So if I'm going to go to 3rd grade, and I've already done it, but I'm going to pretend I'm doing it again. So here is your portfolio. While it's open, go ahead and click on the URL at the top and Control C or right click copy and go back over to your class. So I'm going to go over to my 3rd grade class. Here's my 3rd grade. I already have the link copied. So I'm going to go to classwork. I set it up this way this year. I have a bunch of websites that I like them to go to for digital art. Classroom information's my schedule and our handbook. Week 1 was a video about me and my art room procedures and what we worked on that day. So week 2 is my portfolio. So I'm going to go to create. I'm going to go to assignment. And if you mess this up the first time, cancel it and start it all over because it will not let you change it. So right here is link. And I'm going to paste. So you can either right click and say paste, or the shortcut is Control V. So I'm going to Control V, and there's the link. It says 3rd grade portfolios. Now, right now it is set to students can view file. If you accidentally assign this and go back to change it, you will only see the options of students can view and students can edit. But the 3rd one down right here is make a copy for each student. So if you do not do that the first time, delete it, start all over, and do it correctly. So make a copy for each student. This is my 3rd grade digital portfolio. I'm just going to title it My Portfolio. Okay, so this is where they will go, and they'll be able to open that every time in that same spot, but I'm going to show you some other ways to do it, especially if you're doing iPad. So I would click Assign right here. If you're not setting a grade for it, get rid of the grade. If you're putting it in a topic, which you should, I'm going to put it in week 2 portfolios, and then I'm going to click Assign. Each person, when they open it, will not be all editing the same portfolio if you set it to make a copy for each student. Step 1, most important thing. So, like I said, that is over on the masterclass, or you can go to the curriculum guide and get the same one. You just go to the grade level, go to Intro to Art, and that's where it is, portfolios. Okay. Step 2, using your iPads. So, everyone probably has a roster at their school. We have ours on an Excel. So if I go over here to my roster, let's see, roster. I've already set mine up and changed it because I like it to be in my order. If you don't have a roster, do a roster in Google Sheets. And then down at the bottom, you'll see Kinder, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and there's all your classes. Okay, so I have mine all color-coded the way I like it. I have a split group, and that's the class I go to. So I'm going to actually, this is my roster that I print to go in my book. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of this. So I'm going to go File, Make a Copy, and I'm going to put it somewhere in my drive. Go ahead and make a folder for this year if you haven't done it yet. So in my drive, I have a folder that says Hunt Art Lessons 21-22. If you don't have one, you can click plus and make a folder. And then inside that, I've already done this. So, and then rename it. So let's say I'm going to put it inside here, select instead of it being my art roster for 2021, I'm going to call that my digital portfolios. Digital portfolios. So now I have my roster with all the names already there. I don't have to retype everything. And then I have it in a folder, and then I press OK, and then I have all my kids' first names there. I'm not going to do that because I've already done it. Let me go over to my digital portfolios because I've already done it. As you can see, this is my third grade class, and I have linked every portfolio from the kid on there. So I've already done third grade. Today's Wednesday, so I've only seen my third graders. I'm going to go to fourth grade and just show you how I did that. So my fourth grade, I had red group today. I'm going to go over to my Google Drive. Sorry, my face keeps going in and out. I'm going to hide that. And then in my drive, everyone has this. If you didn't know it, here's where it is. You go to your classroom folder, and it'll have all your classrooms. I have a million, but you won't have this many because I was the master teacher, so I have all the schools. So I'm going to go to that class. Here's my fourth grade art 2021. It'll pull up my lessons that I put on there. Let's see, I'm not sure why I have two, but I'm going to go ahead and click on one and see if yes, this is it. Here's the kids I had today. We're doing the rainbow monochromatic portrait, so a lot of those show up on the front. Whenever I'm going to go to Channing, this is just my red group. For some reason, I have some blank ones, but I'll figure that out later. I'm going to right-click. I'm going to get the link to Channing's portfolio, and it's only shared between her and I. Her and I are the only ones who can edit. I also make one where other kids can look at people's with the little buttons, but I'm not going to give them access to change someone else's. So I'm doing mine the option B that Allison was doing, but just a little different. So I'm going to copy the link, and I'm on Channing. I'm going to go over to my digital portfolios, go down and find Channing's name. You can right-click and go to link. I'm going to show you the faster way. Insert link. The shortcut is Control-K. And then you can right-click and go to paste and apply. And now when I click on Channing's first name, there's her portfolio. Okay? So I'm going to go through, before I make my QR codes to use my iPad for, I'm going to go through and put everyone's links for that day. So I've already done, you can see third grades have already done it. So I would go through, and I'm looking in my classroom folder on Google Drive. Google Drive. I have a million things open, sorry. And then I'll show you that again. Here's Adams, Adam Zana. So I'm going to right-click. I'm going to get the link. I'm going to copy the link, go back over to my docs. Oh, that's my QR code. Sorry, I'll show you that in a second. I'm going to go down to Adam Zana. Control-K is to make a link. Control-V to paste. Enter. And now Anna Zana's linked right there. And I would do that to all of them. So once you've done your class, which I've done third grade, Allison said to go to Google Drive, and I'm going to pretend I'm done with fourth. I'm going to go to New, and I'm going to open a Google Doc. When you're in the Google Doc, I'll set this up for fourth grade. Blank document. Create a shared folder. Oh, I'm in this folder right here, so let me just go back to my drive. I'm going to go to New. Whatever folder you're in is where it's going to put it. So I'm going to go into my Hunt Art Lessons 21-22. I'm going to go to New. I'm going to go to Google Docs. This one will be for my fourth grade. Or digital QR codes, whatever you want to call it. Digital QR codes. I'm going to get brighter now. My light went off. And I'm going to insert a table. I'm just going to do, she did 3 by 30. I'm just going to do 4 by 6 because 24 is the biggest class, I think. And then the table set up to enter my QR codes and my names. So I've started that on my third grade. Let me show you how I'm going to do that. So I've done Olivia's here. I'm going to go back to my digital portfolios. I'm on Calends now, so I'm going to click on Calends. She uses QR Monkey. I have a Google extension called QR Creator, QR Code Generator. So while I'm on his and it's open, all I have to do is click on that QR Code Generator, which is a Google extension. I'll show you how to add it. Right click on the actual QR code and say copy image. And then I'm going to go over to my table and then I'm going to paste. Let's delete that. And let me backspace here. I had to save myself time by going ahead and putting the code in. And since they're the regular, I have to color coordinate everything because I'm really weird. Okay, Calendar. Okay, so when I'm done, I'm actually going to copy these. I'm going to make a copy. I'm going to laminate them, maybe. I'm going to make sure that the laminator with the QR code works fine. And then what I did is I bought baseball card holders or Pokemon card inserts. I'm going to put their QR code in there. I'm going to have a binder for third, a binder for fourth, and then they'll go over and get theirs. Because my principal did not want to pay all that money for sketchbooks this year, you could also just tape it inside of their sketchbook, which would be even better because they have it. I'm going to put it inside my binder so they go over and they get it, or I'm going to do a Rolodex if that takes too long. Or I'll open it up and pass them out during class. So I haven't really decided which way I'm going to do it, but I kind of like the baseball card thing, so they can go over and scan their QR code. I'm going to log into Google Drive. And I'm going to have Google Slides on all my iPads so that when they go over, they're actually signing in as me, but the only people who can edit is myself and them.